Hey, what's up guys, Totally Dubbed here, and today I thought to make a little overview and a review of this little device that I received from Anker. It is a simple charger that it plugs into the wall. However, I found it pretty impressive and I thought I would like to make a video on it because I think it'll be useful for some people out there to understand it a little bit better and to see it as well. So what this is a 5-port USB charger. So as you can see on here, hopefully you'll be able to see it with the camera, you can see different labels at the top. It says for iPad, for Samsung Tab, for iPad, for iPhone, for Android. This is because all these different devices are rated differently with their amperage. There's no real concern in plugging in a Samsung into, for example, the iPad or the iPhone port, but it is rated differently. So you'll be able to see in the manual the different ratings of each of these ports and which suits you better for your device. So if you have a HTC, for example, you're going to probably want to plug it into the Android one. If you've got a Samsung, you're going to probably plug it into the Android one because these devices are all rated similar. But the Apple devices are rated a little bit differently, and by that I mean that they charge up faster because they use higher amperage for their inputs. But anyway, that is the different ports that you've got, and the device looks like this. It's a bit glossy, a bit shiny, and over here you've got the input that goes to the wall. Now what I really like about this is because it's got a standard input. By that I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you will be familiar with this type of input. This sort of input can be found on printers, can be found on monitors, pretty much anything I can think of that has this type of thing is all standard, which makes it great because if I were to take this into America, I wouldn't have to bring my wire along and have a converter. Instead, I could just buy a wire like this but has a US plug instead, because these things, as I said, are really common and they cost peanuts basically. So it's really good in that respect to have that. And its input actually is very good as well, because it is not only rated for 240 volts, it is also rated for 100 volts. In fact, it's got AC 100 to 240 volts. Hopefully you'll be able to see that, I'm not sure. And it's got 50 to 60 hertz at 650 milliamps, which makes it brilliant because it allows you to take this abroad and not worry about it blowing up your devices basically. So it's a safe, should I say, transformer type thing. And as you can see over here, you've got the different ratings. For example, when I was telling you about the Android, it has a 1 amperage output, 5 volts at 1 amperage. However, a iPhone, for example, actually no, let's take the iPad for example, it's got 5 volts at 2.1 amperage. So it's a different amperage and therefore charges up differently. But anyway, I thought to also now show you the actual device in use. So I'm going to plug it in as you would, and then plug it into the source, which is my wall, and we can turn it on. So my only complaint of this is actually the fact that, as you can see, I plugged it in, but I have no idea if it's actually on or not. And that's my only complaint, only one of 2 complaints that I've got of this device, simply because I can't see if it's on or not. But that said, it's not a big deal, but it's something to bear in mind. Now for plugging it in, as simple as it is, so I've got a Galaxy S3 over here, and I'm going to plug it into the Android section, and you'll be able to see it turns on. So it's charging right now, and through the Android output, but now I'm going to also plug in my Anker 1300 milliamp power bank. So I'm going to plug that into the iPad one, and you'll be able to see that it is now charging. So both devices are charging simultaneously via this device. And I tried with 5 different devices and the charging rate did not decrease at all. So I was very much impressed and thought I should definitely share this video with you guys because it is very impressive of a little device. It's very cheap as well. So it's highly suggested on my behalf. Finally, when I said there was another complaint or another little improvement I thought could have been good to have, is the fact of its color. Its color is white, and it kind of stands out, as you'll be able to see. if I put that there, you'll be able to see how much it stands out with my other devices. My other devices are black, so it's just a shame that we don't have a black 5-port charger. So it would have been nice to have a black colored charger, but it's just a minor little improvement, I can say, or a little feedback I could say to Anker, that it would have been nice to have a black one. Apart from that, guys, really suggest it if you're ever looking for something like that. It is very useful for someone like me who has multiple devices, or for someone who is like my cousin and their family, where they have multiple devices, and instead of having like 4 different chargers, they can have one charger that charges pretty much all at the same rate. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it was useful to you guys. Please do let me know your comments below, and definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and like this video, it always helps, and share it with your friends. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out the link in the description below for a written review and of course the product itself. Alright guys, Totally Dubbed out. Bye bye.